So I have taken this Bitcoin short. I literally just posted this in the Telegram community. And the reason why I have taken this short is multiple fold. I've been waiting for this to happen for a long time. If you've been following my content, you basically know I said the bottom is in, told you so posters will get humbled. I actually think it is sooner than later that this is going to happen. There is massive uncertainty around the globe regarding, Iran, the US, and I know there is going to be peace talks and all that, which is always going to happen. But ultimately, the chart tells you the story, and we're going to talk about what is actually the chart telling us. So let's jump in here. So the idea here is the following. If you look at the daily chart, also, by the way, if you have been following through these updates, I know I've been traveling. I'm also traveling now. I literally been home for a day and then I'm traveling again. But I've been here and I've been explaining to you what I've been waiting for. And the whole idea is very, very simple. You just look at the higher time frame chart, the daily, and you look at this entire move down. This here is what you really want to see. These are massive fair value gaps as well, and also liquidity that needed to be filled. So what is happening now is that we have an elevator down, staircase up, and you always want to be on the elevator. I do believe that this is going to happen. The question is when and how. Now we're coming into a very strong, very strong 4-hour and hourly order block, which actually just got touched after getting back to the premium zone on the daily. Again, this might sound a little bit confusing, but just come back every day. I promise you will understand after 3-4 days. But the idea here is that on the daily, every time charts retrace 50%, and this just happened. And once there was a 50% retrace on the daily, what you saw is that we got into a 4-hour and hourly order block up here, a very strong order block. So you see here there's 3 consecutive candles right here, and that basically says that this is a very strong order block, both the 4-hour and the hourly. From this level, what I've seen is that we went down, we have a massive sharp sell-off, and then that sell-off resulted in a 1-hour market structure shift. Now here is why this is important. I want you to pay attention. Every time you trade, you got to trade the time frames, right? You say if you trade the daily chart, you need to see a 4-hour reversal. So maybe this is not the reversal on the daily chart as I've been expecting, so because there is no 4-hour market structure shift, but it is most likely the reversal on the 4-hour chart, which could result in a dump all the way down here to like 71, 72,000, and possibly result in a 4-hour market structure shift, and possibly be the beginning of the retrace on the daily chart, or the continuation to the downside on the daily chart. So for that, again, I'm just going back here into the hourly, and there is a market structure shift, a lower low happening on this chart. And after there is a lower low and a liquidity inducement, meaning this would be considered a lot of people place their stop losses here, and the reason why they place their stop losses there is because this looks like a sell-off, but there was no 50% retrace. So if you look here, this did not come back to the premium zone, therefore this was not formed in the previous zone, premium zone, therefore this does not count. So if you look at this, now we have a retrace to the premium zone and we have a retrace to the higher time frame order block. It didn't all the way come. Oh, it did. Actually, it did come back. Look at this. It did come back to this order block. So after, again, just boiling everything down, this is how you got to look at the chart. You have a daily chart. On the daily, we cut back to the premium zone where usually institutions sell, and this is where smart money sells. Then we had a 4-hour retrace with a 1-hour market structure shift. And then after we had a market structure shift, we did have a retrace with elevator down, staircase up, a retrace to this order block that resulted in that 1-hour market structure shift. So it makes a lot of sense to take a short position here. Now, is this going to be a stop loss? I have no idea. I don't even care. What I did is I took this short, and I played my stop loss all the way above here on the daily and the 4-hour strong high here. If you look at the daily chart, by the way, this is also a green candle, which is an order block, the last bearish or bullish candle before an impulsive move. If you look here, this was the first candle since the daily high that resulted in a green day, and then a massive sell-off right after that. So this has to reject, and most likely we're going down to sub 70,000 at least, and then we just see possibly sub 60. There's a lot of liquidity built up, and that also aligns very much with what is happening in the Middle East. So I am quite so to say bullish on this setup. I'm quite bullish on my short. So I do believe that this is the time that if you take a short, this makes a lot of sense. There's a 4% stop loss up here. So my stop loss is at, let me just see, 79,500, and then the TP, we're just going to see how it goes. I have taken it both on Bitfunded, so I do have this position in Bitfunded, which is a prop firm, by the way, guys. There's going to be an amazing promotion, you can look it up, but also I've taken this trade already scaled into this on 2bit. About 2bit, we have a competition running. The last 8 days of the competition, you can come with me to Madrid. to watch a Real Madrid game. It's actually pretty amazing. So you can see you can play it on volume and you can play it on PNL. So go and check that out. There's a link in the description. That said, I am short. These are my entries. Join in the Telegram community. It's free. I'm letting you my thoughts. And I wanted to tell you one more thing. So we had this video yesterday, and I was a little bit burnt out by the whole thing. You know, I was not as happy about everything that's happening, and you know, the community just complaining. And I thought you guys, you know, anyway, I think you watched that and you knew, and if you knew, then it's awesome. And we got 844 comments. Now the reason why this is crazy is because 844 comments, about 40 was bots. The remaining 800 was all you, and it made me realize a couple of things. One, I'm forever grateful. We are truly changing lives here, and I'm grateful that you're here. I'm grateful that we're doing this. Two, the hate always cuts through the noise faster. So I need you guys. I know it sounds weird, but it's very difficult to be a trader, trade profitably, and at the same time be exposed to all the negativity that's coming on YouTube. I know it might be difficult to imagine, but it is. And I know you say, oh, don't bother with it, but I do. So what you can do to support the channel and me is to just leave a good comment. If you like this content, if this content helps you anyway, just leave a great comment, because if you leave a comment, it's not only helping me because I read the comments and it makes me understand that whatever we do here every day actually does change lives, but also helps the algorithm. And I see we had 10,000 views almost yesterday, which is also very, very good. So it's not only that you help me keep going, but also you grow this channel by just simply leaving a comment every single day. So if you can do that, please do it. I truly appreciate you guys being here. It gave me a massive kick and cause as well, my team yesterday. So super, super grateful that you're here. This is why I'm bringing you, even when I'm on holiday, even when I'm on work trips, even when I'm whatever hotels in a pajama, you know, I'm bringing this for you because I know it makes sense, I know it's relevant, and I know it's helpful. And if you can just support the channel in any way, please leave a good comment every single day. I would appreciate that. Guys, much love. I'm in the short. I'll update you in Telegram. There's probably going to be a lot of things happening. On the lower time frame, you can look at it. In the lower time frame, we are still a little bit bullish on the 4 hour. So we'll see how that plays out. Yeah, we just take it level by level. Much love. Take care.